Today we're taking a look at some of the great base builds that have been done on my community server in ARK Survival Ascended by members of my community, spread out over a bunch of different maps. We'll see all sorts of builds, from beautiful designs that go all out for building to practical bases, from modern bases to Japanese castles, normal castles, and more. Let's dive into these builds and hopefully they can serve for some inspiration for your next build. Hello there, survivors, and welcome back to another video here in ARK Survival Ascended. We're going to take a tour of some of these builds on my community server. If you want to join my community servers for yourself, we host all of the different maps. Check out all the information you need on my Discord, which is linked down below. And of course, if you enjoy seeing these types of builds in these videos, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let's get into these builds. One of the coolest buildings for sure. Actually, this is one of the shops here on my community servers, and it sells both sheep and shinies, so definitely a very cool design for that. You can see it's built out of 3 different layers. We've got a water pan, then we have the middle section attached to the cliff, and then finally we have the main shop area all the way at the top of the building. And I mean, it's definitely one of the coolest builds I've seen so far. Some really cool full circles going on here with some really cool modern sleek designs. So let's get a little bit closer and let's check out what it is all about, shall we? So again, 3 distinct different sections: the water section, the middle section here attached to the cliff, and of course the shop all the way at the top here. So this is actually a really nice one because we could fly in here, park our Thames here, and then have a nice look around. And I think this is also the main shop area. So you have a collection point here, you have another collection point there, and we have oh, the showroom is on the upper floor. We can jump up there, but we do have a few shinies already up for display here too. So there's definitely room for a lot, but in general it's just a very cool build. You can see the circular shapes going on, the magic that has been done to make that all work, and just the general layers and the shape in here feels like a proper piece of art here, the modern base design. Unfortunately, that also does mean you definitely can't do this unofficial, but there is some really cool magic going on here, and it is in a really cool spot. So we have incredible views of the surroundings. We have the transmitter here in the end, in the middle, with the astral skin. For the rest, it's mostly the seamless skins that have been used. Oh, there we go. We got all of the different color sheep that you can buy here, nicely lined up all the way round the base. Look at all that. And then there does seem to be a little bit of a garden all the way at the top too. So let's see if we can get up there. Look at that little garden. I guess this is the showroom. There does seem to be plenty of space for all sorts of displays along the sides. There we go. We do have some beautiful shinies ready here in the shop that can be purchased. There we are. And just a little bit of greenery in the middle to bring it all to life. It's always really nice to see. Look at all that, bringing some life and green to this sleek modern design. Very cool. Let's go back down by 1. So yeah, in general, really cool design going on. This is a teleporter to get in here, but then I also think we can go and visit the different layers. So this is the middle layer, where it seems to be there's a lot of dino sorting going on here, but also some pretty cool views from here. There we go. We can see some really nice views of our surroundings here attached to the side of the cliff. And then if we go all the way down, we are in the water pen. So once again, we have some really nice views of our surroundings, really cool shape. And of course, we have the water pen itself. And yeah, that is just very nice, looking very good, and also of course quite practical And safe, we do seem to have a bit of like a little cave at the back here. I didn't even know this was a thing. This might be a custom cave actually. And we have a little bit of a dino skeleton here. And then we can follow the path up. I didn't even know this was here. With some cool views of the different sides of this rock. There we go. A little bit of a tribal influence. And oh, look at this. We have a cute little cave back here. You can relax, sit on your chairs. We have a waterfall flowing down, little pond in here. This is all the waterfall and stuff is all done with custom cosmetics. But yeah, cool little cave back here to bring it all even more to life. Very, very cool. Yeah, there we can see, we can have the waterfall coming down. Very, very cool. Just a little bit extra there. But yeah, in general, these modern shapes, these round shapes look amazing. We have the 3 different levels and of course the main base bit. And definitely an amazing spot to build it right next to the skull. Having that cool epic fantasy location combined with the sleek modern design. And then we have this awesome Japanese castle base looking very, very cool here on Australis with the main Japanese castle in the back, the inner courtyard, the different buildings, the nice walls, and even a dino enclosure. Everything combined for a very cool looking base, which I can't wait to explore. Of course, using a lot of Golden Dynasty. We even have the tribe tower there on the corner, I'm pretty sure. Not powered yet, but it's supposed to breathe fire into the air. And this is also the entrance here to a dino enclosure. So we have some creatures standing out here. A rhino parked up on the wall. Dragons around us. A reaper here. A basilisk, and of course, very important, a pelagonus parked right there in the corner, all safely within the wall perimeters. And it even looks like there's a little way up to the walls and you can walk around them, which is pretty damn cool that these are all accessible. You can travel around them. And yeah, look at this, the whole castle view, the courtyard and everything. It's definitely giving some really, really cool vibes. Then over here, we can take this path up to the next courtyard, which is like the main courtyard. We have a big teleporter here in the middle, which has a very cool skin from Golden Dynasty, which is definitely looking amazing. I mean, just look at this texture. It's really, really, really cool. There's some really good stuff in the Golden Dynasty cosmetic, and this courtyard is super awesome. We have buildings on every corner, walls connecting them, and of course the main castle there in the corner over there too. We have a transmitter back there breathing some fire, and I'm guessing plenty of things to explore. This seems to be one of the other gates, or another way to get in if you want to straight go for this courtyard instead. So that is the way in here. Very, very nice. Cool gate skin too. Let's go into one of these buildings and let's go around, explore this base, because I'm sure there's going to be plenty of awesome decorations around. I don't think I'm supposed to go down those stairs, so I won't show what's there. But yeah, we have some really cool decorations. We have plenty of storage over here, so all of the practical things you might need, you know, working on a base like this. And then also is a second layer in this building with a lot of the crafting stations up here with the beautiful different skins. That I think is a replicator, which is amazing that it can look like this now. Yeah, definitely some really cool aesthetics here for all the crafting stations, and a silencer, so it doesn't make any noise whatsoever, which is pretty nice. And there seems to be also a way up to the very top here if you want to enjoy the views from here. I'm a bit tiny, so I can't properly see, but just about enjoying the views of our surroundings. Very, very nice. So that is the one building here in the corner, but of course much more to see all around the base, but definitely very nice to have your practical base look like this. And quite smart that it's right around the corner here, because you can easily access that. Then I'm guessing if I take these stairs, I'll be able to go to the building over there on that side, because I kind of want to keep the castle as the last thing we visit. We have these corridors very nicely decorated with some awesome statues and little bonsai trees everywhere. Yeah, looking really neat. And now have a little bit of a smelter going on here. I'm not sure why the fire is going backwards. I'm pretty sure that the dragon is supposed to be fire on top of those, but yeah, I guess maybe it's rotated or something. And then we have the normal forge here too, looking quite cool indeed. And some nice views here of the courtyard itself. Another nice building over here, and then we can of course continue to follow the hallway the other way as well, all the way to the end here. So yeah, we have the main room. There's still some space here, and we have some different layers to this building. I'm guessing there has not been time enough to decorate all of it, but we have at least a very big bedroom up here. Definitely plenty of space. And then we have another cool hallway with more statues, and look at all these epic little scenes. We have the bonsai trees, which is feeding troughs, nicely connected as well. Then we have some of the boss trophies displayed here, and then we can follow this, I guess, back around the dino pen. Yeah, there we go. So the dino pen is interconnected, so you can also walk around that way, but we can also go up into the main castle bit, I think. And there we go. Look at these as well. They are very cool textures here. We have plenty of different rooms in here, I suppose. And yeah, I really like these textures. Makes it feel like a proper castle for sure. I'm not sure if there's just gonna be tables in every room. It's just gonna be a maze to confuse me, isn't there? But yeah, we have some lovely tables, I guess. Geez, plenty of tables. If you want a table to sit at, come over here. There's all of them. Pretty nice views of the surroundings, though. Yeah, I'm guessing there's only tables. Probably just to confuse me. Chicken has built this, but yeah, there we go. Oh, loving these textures on the ground too. Look at that. I guess not all of the interior has been done yet, but that's totally fine. We have some really cool sliding doors here, though, as I guess, I don't know if there's actually anything here. Maybe just some storage opportunities there. Yeah, looking very cool. We can continue over here as well. We have another big room, and then, of course, many more layers, because it's quite a big castle after all. We can take this up to the next layer. I'm guessing there's going to be more rooms over here with different floors again. Very cool. Different rooms, plenty of space, that's for sure. It's pretty big castle, even though it looked, I mean, it looks smaller on the outside, I suppose, but probably because of all the added details. Yeah, we have even more rooms over here, so yeah, you're never gonna run out of space in a place like this. And then all the way at the top over here, oh my god, look at the views of our surroundings up here. And then we have another final room in here. Very cool, with some amazing views of the surroundings, and in general just a really cool base, really well done. And yeah, this is definitely an awesome one, and quite practical as well. I mean, there's tons of space in the buildings. There is a big dino pen. What else do you want? So next up, definitely a big base and someone's main base, as we can clearly tell, with a nice modern design here, combining the whites and black here with really cool shapes, and tons of room and tons of reading going on, as we can clearly see. So let's dive into it, and let's literally dive into it right here at the outside. Looks like the water pen, so we have a nice tech entrance here so that you can always still go in and out of it, and seems to be a pretty roomy pen for some water breeding. Then we have some separate base here for the helicoprion here, some shark breeding. I think this is where there's been work done to get to the 100% conversion rate. Seems to be another one of these pools here over at the other side for some breeding with the platforms. Really like that nice and simple design of it. Just have a platform on top of it. This is a dino depot, so you can grab the babies and stuff and the eggs and whatever, and make sure that you can do all of your breeding quite nicely and automated. And then we have a bunch of creatures going on in this big building, a big dino pen. Let's go and take a look inside. So we have some spino breeding over here on this side. We have some mantises lined up over here on the other side, and definitely still some room in here, but pretty cool sleek design. We got the food in here, the power teleporter, and a nice overview of all the different colors. There we go. That's quite clever. Definitely a breeder at work. We have some giga breeding going on here right outside, as you can clearly see. Then we have a bit of a perimeter fence with a main gate, so you know everything is nice and safe. We got some cartridges here as well, some more breeding going on over there. And then we have the main base, which is definitely looking really cool. I like the whole color scheme going on here, and obviously I also really like the cyan and black combination in creatures. The Tribe of Decay here, looking very cool. This build, some modern shapes, some really cool shapes. I like these spiky A-frames. They are quite cool. So yeah, let's see what the main base is like. We've seen plenty of breeding projects going on here. We have a nice transmitter here to get on and off the map. And then we have the main base to enter. Oh, this is a really cool effect on this door. The base itself, and very clean aesthetic here on the inside actually. Some storage going on here, obviously, some crafting stations, all looking very nice. Oh, this is some kind of sci-fi skin, I think, on these structures, but yeah, that looks very cool. Some more over here, crafting stations, and of course plenty of storage going on all around us too. Very nice and sleek designs on all of these crafting stations. The replicator here at the end, even some Christmas decorations. And then we have a whole floor full of daddy storage, as well as plenty of other storage. There we go. It's very nicely organized. Very cool. Some cryos, some forges going on. And then of course we have the buildings to the side with some nice skylight coming in here. We have all of the island bosses here. We have the Manticore. We have Rockwell. So this seems to be kind of the trophy and bosses room, looking very nice indeed. We have some of the boss fighters, I suppose. Very nice color scheme for sure. And yeah, just a really cool. I like trophy rooms. I've been trying to get one of myself set up, but I just need to start doing bosses, to be honest, by myself and not just join community fights. But yeah, this is looking really cool. Let's see what is over on the other side. We have some artifacts popping up on top of the doors, and on this side it looks like we have some RGs. We have a little bit of breeding ready here too, some UTs, so just some more space in general. Also really like the lights here just above us, and of course the skylight in general. Yeah, this is a really cool base. Very nice and clean aesthetic, but yeah, some really cool shapes, and definitely it feels like a very practical base. So we're over here on Scorched Earth this time and taking a look at a trailer park, which is a pretty cool and unique idea for a cool tribe base that fits the theme of Scorched Earth for sure. So as you would expect, we have a bunch of different trailers here to check out, and we're just gonna jump right into it and see what we can see here. First of all, definitely some really cool buildings. I think this is all some of the new cosmetics. I'm not sure what the name of the cosmetic is, but it definitely looks pretty cool and fits this kind of theme very well for sure. So we have a lovely little trailer up here, the first one. So let's go check out what it looks like inside, but definitely liking these wall textures and these windows. Very, very cool indeed. So we have, this one hasn't been inhabited yet, I guess. This one is still pretty bare bones, but it's kind of enough here if you just want to, you know, have a place to spawn when you join Scorched Earth. We have a cluster, so you're transferring a lot, so you might not be here all the time, and then there's just pretty much all you would need. There we go. We have a few more trailers here, of course. We have another one with some nice decorations around it, some nice plants growing around it, and we can go inside to check it all out. This one is properly decorated. We have a very nice cozy living room here, a little bit of a desk, a working space, beautiful little kitchen right over here, and then we have a very nice looking bathroom here as well. Look at that, very luxurious indeed. I mean, it's small, but it's very nice and cozy. Very lovely decorations on the inside, and I mean, look at that view as well. That's pretty good, pretty damn good view. And then we can continue adventures because I mean there is plenty more of these trailers, so let's check them out. I'm not sure if all of them have interiors, but we're just gonna go check it out and see for ourselves. That one doesn't. Bobo has one here. Let's see that. This one is a bit more practical here. Just some crafting stations going on here, but again, still that pretty damn good view here of the blue obelisk. So it's right on the edge of where the desert begins, right underneath the blue orb, which is a pretty good spot by the looks of it. There's one more trailer over here on this side, so let's check that one out. Let's see if there's any interior to find. No interior, but another nice looking little trailer there for sure. Really liking the vibes. It's a very simple vibe, but I feel like it's quite appropriate for this map. And then we have the Mustang Ranch here, looking a little bit of a bigger building, so I'm thinking this will probably have some interior going on. Look at that, very big clock, nice bath, a little bit of a dining table here, and a bed to log out on or to respawn in when transferring around. There we go. We've got a bit of a pathway going on here too. The next one is right over here, another nice trailer with a cool shape going up one quarter wall a bit, and this one is fully decorated as well. We have a lovely little living room, dining table, kitchen going on right here, and then a nice bedroom and bathroom over here on the other side. Nice and cozy, but sometimes that's just the way to go for. And then we have another one right over here, similar design. Let's see, this one is, oh no, this is the first one we went into. So we have this first little street all checked out now, but there is definitely some more going on here. There's a bit of a bigger main building up over there, and as well there's a little bit of a ranch going on here. Some nice bison, some of them being in the holiday spirits, as you can see. They've got their Christmas hats on and are ready to celebrate, because I mean, I'm recording this obviously just before Christmas. So there we have a little building over here. We have a bit of a grind building here, and we have the main base. We have the visual storage here, so you can collect the resources quite easily, and quite a cool building up here. A bit of a bigger building, nice shape going on. Again, that cosmetic is looking quite nice indeed. Little porch connecting it up to the rest of the trailer park. We have nice additions on all sides. Looks like we have a little greenhouse here behind it, and we have another little porch around the back and a bigger entrance, so that we can potentially also bring in some tames too. So let's go and head on in the inside, and we have a proper survival setup here. A bit of a storage system, some crafting going on all over in here, And then we have the pantry, little bit of a kitchen and more storage going on over there. Nice little bar over here. I guess this is where you transfer in. Nice little living room, or at least little lounge corner here in the build. There's this little guy been left behind whilst transferring. He might have. He sure might have. So that's the pantry. And then this up here is the next layer. We have some lovely decorations and some cozy vibes up here in the hallway. Looking good. And then we have, I guess, some more bedrooms up here. So again, a few bedrooms. Nice little cozy bathrooms as well. Very, very nice indeed. And then we can follow this around up to here, which is, I guess, the balcony that they have over here. Nice place to hang out too. And of course, enjoy those epic and awesome views of the surroundings and of the desert right next door as well. But yeah, definitely a really cool and unique kind of concept here as a tribe base. And yeah, perfect if you just need, mostly just need like a place to respawn on the map, which I'm guessing that's what this is for. Yeah, you don't need a lot of space that way, and it's actually a really cool thematic base. And here we go. On the center, we find this little place with some A-frame buildings, looking quite cozy here, hidden away along the sides of one of the rivers. And yeah, we have a few little A-frames located all around to check out for us today. Well, let's start right over here with this one. So it's mostly using ASR pieces, which is why all of these A-frames are a little bit steeper than normally is possible within ARK. And this is actually way more natural of A-frames like they would be in real life. So I really hope that one day we'll get these kind of pieces in the base game, because that would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, you can see, you can enjoy the amazing views here of the river and waterfalls flowing by, and of course the jungly vibes all around you. And because of the steep pieces, you instantly have a decent amount of space on the first level in a small footprint. And then up here we have plenty of more space, nice pink trees all around us as well, and a bit better view of the rest of the little village. And I'm not sure if there's anything else here. Doesn't seem to be. Oh no, there's a little balcony on the side too, so you can actually park some flyers, etc. there. But yeah, lovely trees surrounding this place too. Let's continue right over here. This seems to be very nice and glowy here, giving some cool lighting effects. And then we have some nice sunbeds here as well to enjoy your lovely surroundings. But yeah, this is another one, another A-frame, looking quite cool, looking a bit more futuristic even with these glowing lights. Let's see if there's any interior. Yeah, there is definitely some structures going on here. This looks like to be some kind of bar. We have a little bit of a counter here. Oh, and a little hidden away lounge around the corner. We still have the amazing views of the rest of the little village. And then we have, ooh, a very big bed here at the very end. Plenty of space for everyone here. Very cool spacey lighting effects inside too, with all those bright neon lights. There we go. We can cross the bridge to the other A-frames that we have going on. Looks like there's 3 more for us to check out. A small cozy little bridge crossing the water here. And then, oh no, actually we have another little A-frame right here on the water side. Kind of looks like a little bit of a greenhouse almost, just because there's so many plants on the inside. But yeah, nice little one here on the edge of the water, I suppose. And then a bigger one right next to it with this really cool feature of being overgrown, sticking out from the side. And we have a lovely balcony, but we also have plenty of more things to check out here. Looking at these doors, very cool textures on those. We have a decent amount of space here on the inside. And then we have the staircase to go up to the next layer over here. I'm not sure what this effect is. It's flickering a little bit. Looks like there's some kind of room. Not any interior in there yet. But yeah, plenty of space for sure. I do like these A-frames. It's really fun. Again, as I said, I really hope we get some pieces like this in Vanilla ARK, because that would be life-changing. It would be really, really helpful and would make for some really cool building options. But yeah, then we have the final builds going on here. So 2 more A-frames by the looks of it. Let's check out this one first. Looks like there is not any interior in here yet. It did say it was still a work in progress. So we're just going to check out what we can see. But we do have that lovely view of, well, the rest of the village, but most importantly, the waterfall and the river flowing downstream, of course. Then we do have a ladder here leading up to the next floor so that we can access this too. But yeah, it is a really cool looking build once again. And then finally, we have one more A-frame here at the back. Some stairs here on the outside to get up to the top. And we have some more plants growing all over. I like these beams supporting the side balcony there too. Let's check out if there's anything going on in here. Yeah, there very much is. We have a bedroom over here. We have plenty of little creatures hanging out. I guess this is the main crafting and storage going on all over here. We have some more creatures, and again, lovely views here of the rest of the jungle, looking very, very cool. And we do have some more things going on here. Let's first check out what is below. I guess this is just a little bit of extra space for mostly the generator, I suppose, and some small crafting things if needed. And then we can go upstairs to see what is over here. We have another beautiful wall design with the main bedroom going on here. So yeah, very much still a work in progress, but it's definitely looking really, really cool already. Next up, another base on Astraeus, embracing the Oriental themes here. Some nice cherry blossom trees and some really cool buildings as well. We can see one right up here, a little bit of a Japanese castle build, as well as a few other separate buildings here, and plenty of nice plants and JV8s around to add plenty of more life and details to the place. Looks like there might be some extra plans in the future to add a few more buildings, but there's already quite a few of them, so let's go check them out. I do really like all of the plants and all of the JVH to bring it all together, bring it all to life. Let's check out this building first. It's calling me for some reason. We have the statues with nice spotlights on them to give them a really cool effect, actually. That looks really, really nice. A nice small little building over here. Not sure if there's any use or anything inside, but we'll go and check it out no matter what. Looks like it's just going to be a little bit of a watchtower. We can get all the way up and enjoy the views of our surroundings up here. Then there's, of course, quite a few other little buildings. We have a little gazebo here with the teleporter. That's how you arrive into this base, looking quite cool indeed. So we have the greenhouse over here. Let's take a look inside, and there we go. We have all the plants that can be grown up here in the same style as the rest of the base, and it seems to have another layer of here that could be used, and of course plenty of windows to get that right amount of light in there for the effectiveness, and also again a lot of JV8s around it to decorate and to add more atmosphere to it all. And then we do have these stables around the back, or at least they look like to be stables. Seems to be a mega lab in here. Oh, there's plenty of creature organization going on here, a little healing pad, all the other things you might expect for your creatures. And then we have even more going up in the rest of the stables. And then we have the main base up here, looking very, very nice indeed, with a nice little entrance, but also a little bit of a bottom floor entrance, I suppose. Let's see the main entrance here first, though. We have the main rooms on the inside with a lovely tree poking through the middle, and of course little balconies over here on the side too, interconnecting with each other for a nice look. And yeah, I like this this tree, embracing these trees in the middle of the base. We do have plenty more space down here with all the storage, crafting needs, a kitchen down here. Pretty much all you would need, even more storage over here. So kind of all of the usual things you would expect from a base right at the bottom. And then we can take these up to the different layers. We have the bedroom over here, and then we can take up the ladder all the way to the top. This is a nice parking spot for some of your flyers, you know, for some extra parking available. There we go. Very nice and lovely base here on Estrellas. Next up here on the center, we have a production barn that we're going to go and check out. Looks like it's going to be two buildings, a little building to the side and the main shape over there too. So let's go a bit closer, see what there is to see, check it all out. They did mention that they've since moved out, so it might be some empty places around, but yeah, still looking like quite a cool design here with an interesting shape going on and some interesting cosmic roofs on there. But first, let's check out the production barn. I'm not sure what this was for, but as you can see, it's now empty, so we'll never find out, I suppose. But yeah, quite a cool little barn. There's some cages here. I guess that would have been for dung beetles maybe, but maybe some gachas in here, maybe something else, I'm not quite sure. But it's a cool little build for sure. And then we have the main structure. There seems to be a little bit more left behind over here, so let's check out what this is all about. There seems to be all of the crafting essentials that we might need. We have the generator here in the middle. We have a storage system right over here. The teleporter over there. More storage over here, as well as some pantry and a little bit of cooking going on here. Kind of a kitchen area. And then I guess we'll check the next one over here. This seems to be hatching and breeding the tames, and then we have a bit of a greenhouse over here, and there's still a Sir what's his name going and being busy sorting everything, so he's still very much active in this base. And I'm guessing then there is another layer too with some bedrooms up here, so I guess this is for all the tribe mates to have their own different rooms in each of these ends. There we go, very nice. And we have some more storage here in the middle, or decorations here in the middle. Very cool base. I always like it when they all have their own little space within a base. Oh, got some dermises here on display too. Oh, we actually have connecting parts here around some of these middle parts as well. That is quite cool. Connecting the different sections with each other. I guess we have that pretty much everywhere except for one for some reason. There's none here, but yeah, that's pretty cool. And then we have the cosmic sky above us once more. So yeah, quite a cool, interesting design, quite a unique shape, of course, as a base, and a pretty big perimeter here to keep them safe, and probably also have plenty of room for different breeding projects if it's some bigger creatures. Next up, hidden away in the snowy biome of Valguero, all the way in the corner of the map near the blue obelisk, is this little castle, and there seems to be some Christmas celebrations going on as well. So let's go check this out. It seems like there's even some work being done on a little train track to go around the base, looking very cool. It's a little bit complicated, of course, working with trains, but it seems to be going well, although I'm a bit confused about how that is going to work, because as far as I'm aware, trains don't really like to go backwards over the same track. But I don't know, maybe they figured out a new miracle, because I mean, I've not used trains that much. But yeah, we have a castle right back there. We have a custom little Christmas tree right over here. And we have something over here. I'm not quite too sure what's going on here. Seems to be like a little hut right next to the castle. There we go. Can we go in? Oh yeah, that's just a nice little hut, little fireplace in the middle. But more importantly, we have the castle. It's definitely still a work in progress, as you can see. But I'm curious to see how the train will work eventually, because right now I'm confused about the 8 circle, double circle. If that works, that's actually really cool. Oh, there we go. We actually have a very Christmassy gate here. Didn't even see that. I don't know. I guess I still had to download that cosmetic. But yeah, that is looking really, really cool. And we got the cool Christmas tree. I'm assuming all of the cosmetics have loaded in now. So let's go and check out the castle itself. Seems to be 2 big towers, nice main entrance, and of course the nice main building and the tribe tower right in front. So let's take a closer look at the castle itself. Looks like we got some Christmas festivities going on here too. We have some nice decorations in the front using CKF for the rest of the castle, and seems like the paint job is coming along as well. And we have the tribe tower in front. For a moment I thought there might have been a skin on it, but oh, there we go. Just took a while. I guess I still had to download that one. Damn, look at that. That's a pretty epic looking tribe tower for sure. So let's head over into the castle itself and check out what the inside has to offer. We got some cool statues here, as well as a very cozy fireplace, and it looks like plenty of different ways to go. So let's see what they all have to offer. We have, by the sounds of it, some kind of production going on here. Some forges, a steam forge going on here, the dragon fire. We got some other crafting stations around here too, and along the walls, liking these arches too. And then we got some grinding going on behind that closed door. We have some more crafting going on here. Some golden dynasty structures by the looks of this. This is some really cool crafting stations, some utilities. Then we have more around the back. Seems to be some big boys lined up at the back of the castle, but also some of the other tames in here. Some nice parking. This is a little bit of a masonry, so I guess this is used to craft a bunch of the stuff. We got some more Christmas decorations here, as we have the back entrance leading to the creatures around back. Still more being worked on here with the train passing by there too. We're just going to go continue the circle. We have some storage going on here. There we go. Very, very nice. And then we have the armory over here. Look at that. Some very nice paintings on the wall. And we have a bit of a kitchen going on here, I think. There's a pantry there. So that makes... Oh, there's some more gaches hidden in here. Small little ways off to the side, connecting back up. It's a bit of a maze, but I mean, any good castle is kind of a little bit of a maze, or should be. Let's see what else we can find up here. Seems that we have a big sleeping dragon up here in the main part of the castle. Some more room over here to the side. Seems like there's going to be some dermis displays going on there. And yeah, we have plenty of room in the castle for sure. Looking very, very cool. And then I guess we have the side towers. Is there anything in there? I guess it's a bit dark in there. Because that's a bedroom. And the rest is still empty. Let's see if there's anything in the other tower. Again, it's a bit dark in some of these, but you know, nothing here yet. Some more gachas. There's a lot of gachas, I guess, for resource collection. But as I said, it's still a work in progress, but it's already starting to come together quite nicely. Oh, I like these arches at the back. That's pretty cool. Some really cool statues and paintings, and I'm excited to see how the train is going to work out, because it's always a bit complicated to pull those off. So next up, we're here in the swamp on Astraeus, and we have another tribe base going on here with a water pen right here in the front and the rest of the base up there. So yeah, we do have a decent sized water enclosure here for some of the water tames quite easily, quite comfortably. Also some more sharks up here, because of course sharks are definitely the best. And then we have a pretty sizable base, of course, with some proper enclosures around it, like a proper wall to keep you safe here in the swamp. But we do have plenty of creatures out here, some Dinosuchus, Tribe Tower there, we have some Gachas over there, we have a bunch of different tames everywhere, liking these little garden bits. That's definitely really cool. Embrace a bit of those swamp-like feels. We have another little spot over here looking quite cozy, and some nice decorations around it. And we seem to have another little waterway area here. Some nice shapes, different layers to the whole compound here. Some Dinosuchus breeding going on over here by the looks of it. We have some more breeding and hatching spots. And of course, a grinder over here. We have another little pond here. And again, the walls to keep them safe from the rest of the swamp. Embracing that nature here and there. And then we have a little dodo enclosure right here at the back, making sure we have some nice little birds. But the main build is right here in the middle, a rather large tribe building, which definitely looks big enough to house plenty of things on the inside. So let's head on over to the gate and check out what is on the inside. So let's see, the first floor seems to be mostly storage and, you know, everything you'd expect in a base. Plenty of storage room over here. Then we can go up to the second layer, which I guess is going to be crafting. Yeah, there we go. Plenty of crafting space on this floor too. A little bit of extra storage here and there, of course. But yeah, mostly seems to be crafting related in here. And then we have some more different storage areas here in the middle. Pantries by the looks of it. So yeah, the whole production crafting layer. And then we have some tribe rooms up here, I think. So we have one room over here, different hallways leading to different rooms. So we have another room over here. So each tribe member would have their own room. There we go. This one is cozily decorated. And then we have another one right over here. We have another room over here that seems to be a little bit glitchy. Not quite sure what's going on here. And then finally on the roof, we also have a bit of a greenhouse going on here. So we can have all the crops, etc. growing there. So a pretty self-sufficient base, it seems like. And again, yeah, nice compound. Brave enough to live here in the swamp with all the dangers that are lurking around them. But all in all, it looks like a pretty nice compound over here.